Hey, what's up YouTube, Instagram? It's LPSTYLES and I'm back with another video. Now today's video is going to be how I took my client's wig and did an entire revamp. I'm going to take you all from start to finish. I'm going to show you the cleaning process and how I remove any residue that was left on the lace due to a prior install. I'm going to show you how I cleanse and clean the lace so that I can get it ready to prep for a custom color. This is the ginger wig. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know this past week I've been posting the ginger wig as well as the actual install. This will be the third time that I installed this exact wig on my client, and for this particular install she decided that she wanted to do a ginger color, so that's exactly what I do. I'm super excited to show you all this entire process, and I think it will also be something I continue to do, because it's one thing to just show a before picture and an after, but I think the process in which you get to the finished product is really what counts, because us stylists go through a lot. So let's get into this video. Okay y'all, so I'm showing you all what the frontal looks like up close. Right now I'm in a process of really just seeing what is on the wig that I'm going to have to clean and get off. I can already feel just by the firmness of the lace that there was some leftover got to be glue spray. There's some leftover adhesive closer to the edges, and there's just a lot of tangleness going on up at the hairline. So you know, in this process you want to be careful. You want to do as much as you can to prevent the hair from having excessive shedding, and in some cases, like I said, this is our third install or fourth install with this particular unit, so I know that I'm going to have to do some cutting of the lace and do some replucking, just because after time your lace closure or your frontal closure can lose some of its hair. So right now I'm just in that process of really going around the hairline and removing some of the glue. I like to typically roll it off, because it depending on how you apply it, and if it's not excessive, then you can literally roll it off, being careful that you don't pull none of the hair out. And if you can see in the video, I'm just rolling the hair to the edge, and once I get it to the edge, some of that glue that got inside the hair or got onto the hair on the front of the frontal closure, then I'm going to take a comb and I'm going to remove that adhesive. It's a really tedious process, but in order to have a good finished product, you want to take the time to do what you have to do to remove it in the most proper way. This is also a topic that I know comes up a lot in the beauty industry, from clients to stylists, is the misconception about glue taking out the client's hair. I think as professionals, it's up to us to make sure that you understand the process, that we take measures to prevent any loss of hair due to adhesive or glue. But we also need to stress the fact that taking it out properly is a way that can make you resent glue, because you're taking it out improperly and now your hair's coming out, or now you have no edges. So that's the misconception. You want to make sure that you take your time when taking out your quick weaves, taking out your wigs, and just being more knowledgeable and having your stylist educate you on taking it out properly if you decide not to go to them to remove it. So I'm just showing you all what this hairline looks like. I'm really taking my time. This video is in real time. For some of the parts later on, I may speed it up, but I wanted to take you all through this process and show you everything that I'm doing in order to get to this finished product. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to use my comb to just remove some of that hair. As you can see, some of the hair has already shedded. The hair, it was a great wig at the beginning, but again, after having so many installs, if you're not storing your wig properly or making sure you comb and detangle it, if you just throw it in the cabinet or if you just put it in the bag and forget about it, then you know that hair becomes dry, it becomes hard to detangle, and you know, losing some hair, having some hair loss is just going to happen. So you just want to make sure that you take care of your wigs. Wigs are a luxury. Wigs are an investment, and I think they're more of an investment now after the pandemic, in the midst of the pandemic, than ever before. So if you are someone who is deciding on purchasing a wig or who has purchased a wig, make sure that you take care of that investment. Take care of your crown and make sure that you get your money's worth. So I'm going to continue to work through this wig, and after I continue combing some of this glue out of that hairline, I'm going to get into the shampoo process. Okay, y'all, so now we are about to start the shampoo process. And the way that I like to do the shampoo process for my wigs or for my clients' wigs is to start by giving the wig a really good rinse. I think this part of any shampoo process is overlooked, and I think we have to, as stylists and as professionals, really focus on rinsing our clients' hair well. You'll see that in other videos where I've showed natural styles. Sometimes people think, okay, you do 2 shampoos because that second shampoo is where the hair will start to sub up, and you know, you'll see the soap actually forming on the client's hair. However, if you do a really good rinse on that first shampoo, you should get some suds. You should see something, and that's because you've rinsed that hair of the oils and all the debris that may be present in the hair. So, you know, that's not always the case. It really does depend on different clients. Some clients, you may have to use a clarifying shampoo to really get that hair cleansed and clean before you even start the shampoo process. So it's really all about, you know, product knowledge and understanding that the shampoo process is very important. So I've rinsed this frontal piece. I'm really not focusing on the hair too much because that's going to be a focus and a process in itself, but I'm focusing on the frontal. Now, I just showed you all the tool that I like to use, and you can use this. This is one of those like brushes that come with a nail kit. I've had this little tool for years now, and I like using it. If ever I need to replace it, then I will definitely replace it. But during this part of the process, you can use any brush, a toothbrush, any type of brush that is going to allow you to scrub that frontal piece. And I'm just really focusing on that hairline. I removed a lot of that got to be glue spray or residue when I rinsed it, and now I'm just taking my shampoo and I'm really saturating that frontal piece. I'm saturating that frontal hairline, and I'm scrubbing that residue off. Now I'm going to do this until I can get it cleaned pretty much, and then I'll focus on the actual hair, and then I'll move to the conditioning process. So after I went in and I rinsed everything and I got everything saturated, I like to fill up the tub or the shampoo bowl with water as you see it, and I like to take the wig, and this is how I rinse it, this is how I dip it. And I learned this technique just by trial and error. Any other stylist that does this particular technique, let me know in the comments how it works for you. But one of the reasons why I like to rinse the wig like this after I've gone in and shampooed it and scrubbed it is because it helps prevent the hair from detangling. We all know that when, especially with blonde hair or 613 hair, if it's dry or if it's not of high quality, it can be subjected to tangleness, and I want to prevent that. My goal with this whole revamp is so that the wig is refreshed and it looks good. So if you want to prevent tangleness, this may be a quick technique that you may want to try. So now I'm about to start the conditioning process. I'm going to show you the conditioners I'm using. I had some leftover conditioners that were about to be finished, so I decided to do a cocktail of the conditioners in order to give this wig a really nice conditioning treatment. I let that conditioner sit, I let the wig sit in the conditioner for about 10 to 15 minutes, just so that it was fully saturated and really got into the hair, and then I rinse the hair. After I finish this conditioning process, we're going to get into the custom color. Okay, y'all, so we're about to start the color, or I've already started the color, and I just really want to point out a few seconds before the color process started. If you can tell that that shampoo process really got the wig clean, it really removed a lot of the residue and really prepared the wig for this part of the process. So I just can't stress enough that you must take the proper steps in making sure your canvas or your client's hair is clean. So for this color process, there's no real particular way I would recommend to go about it. I personally decided to start on the frontal part of the wig, only because that can be the most tedious part, simply because you don't want to get none of the color on the lace, and it just, it creates more problems for you to have to fix. So I like to start that part, get that part out the way, and I'm really applying the color as if it's a retouch, and then later on I'm going to start to distribute it through the rest of the hair. Now, just a little bit of backstory with this particular color. As a stylist who colors a lot of wigs, colors a lot of my clients, sometimes the color process can just be like a tiring process. So before actually applying this color, I wanted to see how well the wig would watercolor. So I used the same direct dye that I'm using in this video at this moment. I used it with the watercolor process, and as you can see, the color that's lightest is the color that it gave me, and that wasn't the desired color. I wanted something a little bit more bold, a lot more solid, and it just didn't do it for me, and that's why I never really watercolor. I just feel like it's an easy way to not have to sit there and color a whole wig, especially if the result is a color you actually want. But I just think it takes the depth out of the color, it takes the boldness out of the color, and it just doesn't seem saturated. So I decided to go in and hand color it, and you'll find that in the next clip after this, I actually show you all how the wig looks when I went in with a second coat, because after I rinsed this, it was a little bit more bolder, but it still wasn't the boldness that I was going for. So I decided to go in and color this wig again. So yes, I watercolored once and then I hand painted twice. This was a color process, you guys. You have to trust the process, and you have to just show love to your stylist, because y'all just see the finished result and you don't understand the process in which it took to get there. So that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to take you all through this process of revamping this wig and giving it a custom color, because I wanted to show you all from start to finish what it is that goes into the process. It can differ depending on, you know, the type of wig, the type of style you're going for, and the condition of the wig, but there's always a process. So in this clip, I'm just going to continue applying this color. Like I said, in the next clip, you'll see where I actually am showing you the result of applying the second coat. And after that, we'll get into the actual styling of the wig. Keep watching. Okay, y'all, so y'all can see this color came out so much better. It's so much bolder, and I'm just so happy where I am with the color after coloring it twice. And now I'm ready to move to the styling part of this process. So this is me showing you one of my hair products from my hair care line, ELLEBYLCO Haircare. That was our sleek stick, and this is our silk infusion serum. The silk infusion serum is going to help prevent any heat damage, and it's going to give the hair a natural shine. I'm using these two products in this part of the styling process because I'm going to hot comb the edges. It's going to help me tame and define the part, and it's going to really make the entire hairstyle look sleek and smooth. I do have another detailed video of me using these two products for this wig, and I talk a lot about the products in detail. I actually show the hot combing process, so if you're interested in watching that, then please check out part 1 and part 2 on how to lay the lace wig using the sleek stick. Those two parts are available on my YouTube channel, so please check them out. So now we are at the end of this revamp process. After I go in and finish applying this product, I'm going to show you how I apply the product to the entire hairline. As you can see, I'm using the sleek stick on the entire hairline, and then I'm going to take a dime size drop of the silk infusion serum. I'm going to add it to the hairline, and then I'm going to proceed with hot combing. And this is the finished result, you guys. This is the process. This is the process of revamping a wig from start to finish. I hope you all took something away from this video. I hope it can help you with revamping your wig or your client's wig. And I hope that you have a better understanding on what the process is and certain things you may have to do. I hope you all enjoy the finished product. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. This will help my business get noticed. Thank you so much.